This computer. Good evening, everyone. My name is Tasha Smutney. I am a double gold consultant. I am a three-time IATAN card holder. I have been in the business since June of 2022. All right. I do book a lot of travel. So let's get into how we can get the word out there about our business because if people don't know you book travel, nobody can book travel with you. All right. So, first, let's talk about the goals of this training, all right? What your goals are. You have to have goals when you market. What is the goal of this piece of marketing? Okay? We're going to talk a little bit about branding your business because it ties hand in hand with your marketing. How we can use social media, but also what we call attraction marketing, drawing people to you. Okay? How offline and local marketing. We use a ton of social media marketing because honestly, in 2025, it would be silly to ignore social media. Now, love it or hate it, social media is extremely powerful because it reaches a lot of people. And it's especially a great way to reach people you don't know. However, we should not ignore the power of offline marketing and connecting with our communities, connecting with connections we may have with other people. Okay. There are resources in our life that may never book a trip with us, but can be our biggest cheerleader and our biggest marketing asset. Okay. Good old fashioned pound in the pavement, sending letters to businesses. There's tons of ways to market your business that aren't online. And I truly believe that finding a way to combine as many ways to get the word out there as possible is what's going to help you. We're going to have some tips, and then even if it goes a little past the hour, we'll do some Q&A, okay? Because there's a lot when it comes to marketing, and I don't want people to leave with questions. Okay? I want you to feel like I know some things I can start doing. I know what to focus on. So first, we have to set a goal for our marketing. What is the hope I'm going to gain from what I'm currently putting out there? Is it, I want people to follow my business page, right? We can have something that specifically is follow my business page. I want people to engage with what I'm writing. I want people to see me as an expert. I want people to reach out to me to ask them to book because I'm putting out specific ads. Everything you put out should have a goal. Not here's a funny. Now, if you're putting out a funny meme or funny travel meme, that's fine. Why? What are you hoping to gain from it? You can absolutely gain things from that. Funny things that people react to are how I get people following my Facebook profile or following my social media. There's nothing wrong with just putting out something that's funny. But we also want to make sure we've got meaningful things that actually position us as experts in the industry that will attract people to want to use us. But if our goal, which I think most of us here, our goal is, if we're talking about marketing, if your goal is, I'm just getting the Facebook on my computer in case people are asking questions on their comments. If your goal is to attract clients so that you can make bookings, you first have to identify who is your ideal client. My ideal client is not the same as your ideal client. If your specialty or what you want your specialty to be is luxury um destination weddings, your client's going to be completely different than mine. I don't really book like crazy luxury trips. It's not the people I've attracted, right? My ideal clients, families, couples, retirees. I'm in education. I have a connection with a lot of retired teachers. and they come to me because now they have time to travel. But within that, people who love Disney, people with life-threatening food allergies, which I have myself, so I attract to that. I give out information about traveling that way. And people looking, just a relaxing, fun vacation, family getaway, right? Maybe your ideal client is going to be businesses and corporations because you want to do business travel. We first have to identify who are these people? What attracts them? Now, when we also talk about what attracts them, what concerns and problems do they have when it comes to travel, and how can we solve it for them? Right? They don't know how to choose the right time to book flights. They don't know, why it matters where they are on the cruise ship. Maybe, you have little kids and you know how to travel with little kids. And there's a lot of moms and families out there that they're stressed out about how to travel with little kids. You can solve that problem for them because you have tips and tricks. Solving their concerns and problems about travel will attract them to you. We call it pain points. Identify who your client is and what do you think their pain points are? Because if we can prove that we can eliminate those or make it less stressful, you've just shot up in the priority list of people they think they want to work with. And where do we find them? Where do you think these people hang out? Where online are they? What online communities? Where in your local community? Right? You want to attract business travelers, you got to get connected with the Chamber of Commerce, networking groups. You're a mom who wants to help other moms. Get in those play groups. Go to local, I don't know, like indoor play spaces, outdoor play spaces, different places where those people will be. Part of getting the word out there, because we're small business owners, is expanding our own community, whether that be online or in person. You have to give yourself a community of people. Again, it can be an online community. I'm not telling you go out there, put yourself out there, and now I'm not going to tell you don't get uncomfortable, because uncomfortable is where growth lives. But I'm not saying go to the playground and be a creeper and like, hey, I don't have any kids, but I want to help families with kids book travel. No, no, nobody wants to talk to you if you do that. Don't go to a playground without kids, right? But you can absolutely be in a group with families who travel, traveling with kids, and giving tips and tricks, even if you don't have a small child. Maybe you used to have small children and you knew what it was like to travel with them, right? Now, once we know our ideal client, where we find them, what their problems are, we're going to build all of our branding around them. All our branding has to center around the client. All our marketing has to center around what that client needs, right? First of all, you need a name for your business. You got to name yourself. You are not an Archer travel agent. You are not an Evolution travel agent. You are an independent business owner with your own business. My business is Traveling with Tasha. Not only because it's a fun alliteration, but I want people to know I care about their trip the same way I would as if I was taking it. I'm personable. I'm going to be there every step of the way. It's like I'm there taking care of them. Personalized experiences. That's part of why I chose the name that way. Okay? If you're doing, I have somebody um who is, a Disney specialist, and they call something Magic Ears is their business name. Something Magic Ears with whatever. Luxury Escapes, right? You want to come up with some kind of name that matches your specialty, your clientele that you want, or anything like that. Then you want to create a logo, which includes pick your brand colors and stick to them. It's important that when you brand yourself, the reason we brand ourselves is because we want people, when they see our marketing, to go, oh, that's Traveling with Tasha. I know who posted that. Oh, I just got a thank you card in the mail. It has a sticker with Traveling with Tasha's logo, right? Make a logo that you like. Purple and teals are my colors. A little heart with an airplane, my logo. Okay? You can use Canva to make a logo. Everything I have has that on there. So let me show you. When I look at things like my Facebook business page, free cookie today. Crumble. Make it gluten-free and I'll come. All right. There's my logo, clearly stating who I am. Full service travel agency specializing in cruises, Disney, all-inclusives, and traveling with food allergies. Logo. LinkedIn, traveling with Tasha, logo, right? Even my main profile on there, my regular page, same background as on my Facebook business page and my logo. We want consistency with our branding. That's a part of marketing. So make that logo. We want our marketing to shout, here's Traveling with Tasha. Here's whatever your business name is. We want to be identifiable in the first few seconds of them seeing something, right? Pick some kind of specialty or niche. What are you most interested in? Who are the type of clients you're most interested in helping? Maybe it's, I understand this industry within travel already, so I'm going to start with that. Now, does that mean I don't book anything outside of my specialty? Absolutely not. Europe is not one of my specialties. I've been booking a lot of Europe. I'm not going to turn someone away because it's out of my specialty, but I specialize in things. And when I get something out of my specialty, I reach out for help. You ever heard the term jack of all trades? You know what that equals? Expert in none. If you try to know everything, you can't know anything fully. As I said, we represent our brand consistently. You can use ChatGPT and train it to speak in the voice of your brand. Oh, make it more this because I'm more this personality. I do it all the time. Oh, can you make this match my brand a little bit more? ChatGPT knows my brand now because I use it all the time. The way I word things. I always put my logo on, videos with ads I make. We can also have brand specific promotions. All right. And a promotion is also something that can help with marketing. I have a client loyalty/referral program. Essentially, and I need to post it again because it's been a while since I posted it. Every time someone books a trip with me or somebody they send to me books a trip, they get $25, imaginary $25, in their client bank. Once they've accumulated $100, imaginary $100, it's not real money yet, in their client bank, meaning 4 trips they've gone on or somebody they sent to me went on, they can now apply that $100 credit to their next booking with me. So that means at least 5 trips have been booked because the 100 goes on the 5th trip. Now there's ways to do that without any money coming out of my pocket. We can talk about that later, but we can do brand specific promotions. I've seen people, they do things like, hey, this month, everyone who joins my Facebook business page in this month, I'm going to put you in a drawing and they get like a whole bunch of inexpensive logo stuff from like Vistaprint, right? Pencils, they get a t-shirt, something that doesn't cost them a lot. Or, I don't know, a $10 Starbucks gift card. I'm going to go live on my Facebook page and pick one winner that joined my Facebook page this month. Things that are getting people to draw them into you. Now, again, don't spend money until you're making money, but it's something we can do. Let's talk about places we can market. We've got personal connections, social media, and our community to reach our target audience. Now, personal connections. Sometimes people feel unsure about personal connections. They don't feel supported. These people aren't going to travel. They can't afford to travel. They said, I can book this on my own. Why am I going to use you? Right? I've heard it all. You know how many times my sisters asked me for information for a trip in the last 3 years, 3.5 years? At least 5 to 10 times. You know how many trips she's booked with me? Zero. Zero. She's got all these big dreams about these travels. She never takes any of them. Right? The only thing she's traveled, she took a cruise, but she couldn't book it with me because it was like a chartered cruise. Because she went on like the Savannah Bananas cruise, and I couldn't book that. It was through another, like an agency had chartered the cruise. I couldn't do that. But she tells everyone she knows that's looking for a travel agent about me. I haven't booked for anyone in my family. Well, sort of. Extended family that travels with me, yes. But no trips outside of what we travel together. But they tell everyone they know about my business. Your friends. Same thing. When I first got started, people who knew me didn't book with me. For me, and this is different for everyone, don't get discouraged by this statement. It took about a year and a half for people who knew me to start booking with me. Like that really knew me. They're like, oh, wait, this isn't like some little hobby. No. My best friend, who was a world traveler who needs to be a travel agent, she didn't book with me until this year. They're supposed to go next week to Hawaii for their 10-year wedding anniversary. She actually booked the hotel on Marriott and then called me and said, wait a minute. Can you book the exact same thing? I still get my points if I use my credit card. All of that. I still get my status benefits when I check in, and it'll be the same price. I said, yeah. She goes, I have 24 hours to cancel it. I'm canceling it right now. I want you to book it for me so that you can make the money off of it. She really didn't realize that I could get her the same exact thing and it would support my small business. And she's like, this girl quit her job and hiked the Appalachian Trail by herself for 6 months. Like she left and did that. She's been to Nepal. She's been all over the place and often travels solo. She's a world traveler. She didn't realize I could take care of it and it wouldn't cost her any more or it would benefit my business. And this is somebody who's my best friend. Like we go on weekend ski trips together. We do all kinds of stuff. Your friends may not realize right away. So part of what we put out there is what travel agents can do. Your coworkers, if you're working another job, I'm in a brand new school this year. Brand new school this year. A lot of people already know I'm a travel agent because they need to know. Oh, I can help you with that. Right? Any client you have now become a personal connection because now they can refer you to friends. Okay? Every client you have now becomes a personal connection. Your clients are better than any marketing you could put out there. You give them a great experience and great service and you take care of them, they're going to tell their friends. I'm telling you, somebody posts their pictures about a trip online, you see the comments. Oh my gosh, this looks amazing. How did you make that happen? Well, I called up my travel agent, Tasha, talked to her for 20 minutes, told her what I wanted. She arranged everything. I just had to show up. Here's her info. They tag my business page. They give them my number. They whatever. They tag me personally. Better than any marketing I could put out there. Because now it's somebody they already know and trust has said, hey, use Tasha. Let's talk social media. All right. This is an old stat, but 5.17 billion people use social media. Approximately 64% of the world's population is on social media. So when someone says there's no clients out there, they're out there. We just have to do the right things to attract them to us. Okay? Facebook does remain the leading social media with more users than anybody. We do use social media. Some of Facebook is changing, and the way that we're doing things is changing a bit, not drastic. We're still going to do some of the other things, but I'm going to add in some stuff because there's more we can do. But first, we got to have our personal Facebook profile cannot be anything that's going to make somebody immediately go, ooh, I don't trust them to book my trip. Nothing offensive or overly controversial. By all means, still use social media to express yourself. Set those posts to friends only. Set those posts to friends or close friends and family only. Right? We're going to change our personal profile to professional mode. So on here, we're going to click the little three dots, and yours will say turn on professional mode. What this does is it makes you a digital creator. That allows you to invite people to follow you. You are limited to 5,000 friends. I know that sounds like a crazy large amount. I am constantly at my friends limit. So if you're a travel agent and you friend request me, I'm going to deny you. Click follow instead. I need that space for potential clients. Okay? And I suggest that for you guys. Instead of friending other travel agents, follow each other. All right? But we want to set it to professional mode so we can be a digital creator. It allows us to invite followers. It allows us to check our analytics and see what's performing well. Oops. We do want to add a website link and any affiliate links as well. And then we can create a Facebook business page from our personal profile. Use my logo and my branding, travel picture as your cover photo. Add some travel photos on there. They don't have to be recent. If you have friends who travel a lot and you don't have travel photos, ask them for some of them. Now, Branch Up and Ralio are questionable. Yes, we can use them. We can have them post to our pages, our professional page, but please know this. Some of what they post is not going to be on brand for you. So we want to be able to edit what it's posting. All right. Ralio is through Cruising Power, and I'm a cruise specialist, so I let everything from Ralio post. Branch Up, some of it's like way out of my specialties, so I go in there and you can delete stuff before it posts. Add your website link and your affiliate links to your business page as well. So let's take a look at what we mean by some of this. So let me go back to my personal page. If you don't know how to make a business page, on here, if I'm on my computer, we have pages. On your phone, when you click the little icon of you at the bottom, it'll bring up the menu, and one will have this flag for pages. When you come in, you just click create a new profile or page. You say personal profile or you want a public page. You click next. It's going to walk you through what to do. I don't want to make another one, but like I have a test page and a training page. It'll walk you through what to do step by step. Okay. Now, if we look at my main profile, there's no question what I do. I'm a travel advisor, Disney cruises, all inclusives, mentor to new agents, because I want people to also know I'm bringing people into the business. And I'm a music teacher. I don't need to advertise the music teacher, so I put it after. Digital creator owner at, I link my business page. I do have a separate website I've made. I do have that linked. Now, when we go to traveling with Tasha, there's more here. Independent travel agent, free quotes to all for all types of travel. Because I already say up here what I do. I do have my where I live. I don't have my whole address, but the city I live in, my phone number, my email. That's my website that I made separate. So you could put your Evolution website. I have my affiliate links. Tinleg, people want to buy travel insurance. Virgin Voyages, they can book. Oh my gosh, look at the cute little. They're probably not monkeys, but look how cute they are. Um, Disney travel agent. This is not a link they can book on, but it's a site that's, hey, Disney Vacations with Tasha, my Viator link. There's some more I need to add on here, but that's okay. Okay. But it's clear what I do. I tend to want to put a picture of me traveling. I have this same profile picture on all my social media. My Instagram, my TikTok, all have the same one so that it matches. Okay. Let's keep going. If you're working on making a business page and you get stuck, reach out to your mentor, please. We will help you. Now, we're going to join groups on Facebook. First of all, join groups that interest you. This has nothing to do with places you can advertise. I'm a music teacher. I'm in music teacher groups. I'm in teacher groups. I love to kayak. I love to hike. I love nature. I'm in groups for that. I'm a skier. I'm in ski groups, right? Moms in mom groups. Your interests are ways that you can expand your online community. Travel lovers group, food allergy travel group, all those things, right? I'm in multiple groups. They might be travel related, they might not be, that match my interests. Join your local groups, yard sale groups, community groups about the city you live in. We're expanding our community online. Travel related groups or vendors. Again, these might not be pages you're allowed to advertise in. But I certainly, on a Disney lovers group that doesn't allow travel agents, can answer people's questions and be helpful. I can't indicate that I'm a travel agent, but if they click my profile, they sure are going to know. Those Disney groups, they'll kick you out faster than a blink of an eye if you even like hint at being a travel agent. But I can answer people's questions and be helpful. And I find commenting way more useful than posting ads. Places that allow advertising, that do allow you to post ads, groups that allow that. Travel deals, advertise, no rules, yard sales, small business support groups. I find a lot of help. Sell anything. All right. We already said local groups, mom groups in your town. I don't know. Like I live in my town's called Haverhill. There's a Haverhill 411 page, right? Do not join more than 10 to 15 groups, but you want to join groups every day, a minimum of 10, because we're expanding our online community. I'm in thousands of groups. Now, can I engage in all of them every day? Absolutely not. But when things come across my Facebook feed, I engage in them. The biggest thing with any social media platform is stop being a consumer of the stuff and start using it. Every one of us who uses social media wastes time on it. Make the time you're on there productive. help people, comment, look for people looking for help, right? Now, things I do on Facebook, and let me actually pull up. Let me give you guys a document that I have. Now we do also create ads to post on social media. I highly recommend, especially as a new agent, um, go into go to those travel ad workshops. Go to the travel ad workshops because they're going to teach you how to use those major vendors we have new agents register for, and they're going to teach you how to make an ad and where to post it. I did make this for some people. If you submit it, it's going to come to me. I don't care if it comes to me, but social media weekly checklist. Join 10, if you need something to hold yourself accountable, join 10 groups a day. Yes, I did it. But look, daily task, post a travel ad in 5 Facebook groups in the morning every day. Same at night. Reply to at least one comment on Facebook with travel help or looking for a travel agent. Now we can search for that, but let me show you an actual example of one that I've done recently. So I happen to do in my own personal group, my own team, I will post, let me find myself. I will post examples of how I comment. And I know I just did one this weekend, so let me show you. I just searched for my own name like I thought there wouldn't be a lot there. I post a ton in here, obviously. So here's one I did. I find commenting very useful on Facebook. And this is for both sides of the business, those of us who are builders here, but we're talking strictly travel marketing right now. But how to comment in meaningful way, meaningful and genuine is the most important. I got my first client within my first week responding to a comment. It was a Carnival Cruise group. They'd never cruised before. They asked like a gazillion questions. And one of them was, should I book direct with Carnival? Should I book it myself on the website? Should I use a travel agent? I didn't answer that question first. I answered every single one of their other questions first to show them that I cared about helping them. Then I said, if you'd like somebody to help you, feel free to message me. And they did. And when we got on the phone, she said, thank you so much for answering my questions. So many travel agents just dropped their information and said, I'm a travel agent, I can help you. And they didn't answer my questions. You were going to help me whether you got a sale or not. You were the most genuine. That's why I chose you. You know what I compare people, and if anyone's done this, please don't take offense. The people who just say, I'm a travel agent, and they leave their phone number or their link to their business page and they say nothing else. You want to know what I compare that to? Those of you who don't know me, I also teach kindergarten through fourth grade music. I compare it to my kindergartners and first graders who go, I ask a question and they go, ooh, me. I know the answer. Pick me, pick me. That's what I compare it to. You gave me no reason to pick you. I'm going to pick the kid who's got their hand up quiet. I'm going to pick the travel agent who was helpful and wants to help me. If they're not going to help me, I can do it myself, even if I do it wrong. So here's one. This person, I'm in an allergy travel groups. Any travel agents in this group, I feel like it may be easier for someone to plan a resort for me and be able to find out if the place is allergy friendly. Whenever possible, I tag the original poster. Sometimes it doesn't let you, but whenever possible, I do. I'm a travel agent who has multiple food allergies, and I help others with food allergies travel safely as well. If you haven't found someone to work with or to help you and would like help, please feel free to reach out, and I tagged my business page. I probably could have put more there. Like, I understand how stressful it is traveling with allergies. They write about a specific place they want to go. Oh, I have clients who love going to this area. Oh, I've done this for a client in the past regarding that. Make it personal, connect it to them. This gives you a ton of traction. Now, posting ads on Facebook keeps me in the algorithm. It gets my stuff popping up for people so that this comment doesn't get lost. But I get way more reaction and clients from actual comments. This is the real moneymaker. That does not mean don't post ads because you need to post the ads. And if you don't know how to do that, go to travel ad workshops. Okay. So reply to at least one comment every day looking for a travel agent or asking for travel help. The next thing, 1 to 3 attraction marketing posts. Now, this is going to be something to get a response so you can invite them to follow your profile. This could be many things. It could be travel related, it could be not travel related. Just an FYI, when it comes to ads, you don't have to create a new ad every day. I'll post the same ad in 10 groups like 3, 4, 5 days in a row before I make a new one. Okay. We want to draw people to our page. Now, this number right here is very ambitious. Admittedly, I do not do this. Most of my attraction marketing, however, I've also been highly focused on TikTok instead of Facebook right now. So I'm not necessarily posting 3 times in groups because I am posting 3 TikToks a day though. And they do also post to my Instagram and Facebook. But we want to post something that's going to get a reaction so we can invite people to follow our Facebook. We can invite everyone who reacts to follow your profile. Did you know you can also invite every single person who does any emoji to your comments on anything you comment on to invite them to follow your profile? I comment on somebody asked a question about something. I don't even remember. Like I make so many comments I can't remember. They asked a question about something about Disney and blah blah. I answered and like 5, 6, sometimes it's lots of people. They liked my comment. It works better on the phone than it does on the computer. I don't know why it doesn't show up on the computer. But I can click those little emojis right on the phone and next to everyone's name it'll say invite and I invite them to my profile. Okay? Because the more people that see your things, the more people are going to know what you do. Then I post things on my profile that link it to my business page. They're like, oh, let me go check out her business page. Here's some examples. Now, this one is on a travel page. Carnival Cruise Line. They're famous for their guys' burgers, but they also have this great taco place on the Lido deck. I just made this little thing in Canva. It's embarkation day. Are you in line for guys' burgers or Blue Iguana? Thumbs up for one, heart for the other. 328 people reacted. I invited them all to follow me. Music teacher group. How the music teacher feels. Now look, it also says top contributor. I'm active in that group. How the music teacher feels when the whole school starts clapping on the wrong beat. Over 200 people that weren't already my friends. The people listed are already friends. Invited them all. I'm also trying to attract people to become agents. Entrepreneurs and business owners. Community. Something about, what it takes to build a business. 171 people. I invited them to follow me. You could post on a travel page, a travel lovers page. Beach or mountains and do an emoji, have people react. Then what I do, I post on my Facebook. Now I am promoting both. So, the weather has me thinking about booking another cruise. I was looking at my free options this morning. I screenshotted the options from your graduation cruises on Princess. Which one should I take? If you have questions about becoming a travel agent, you can also follow my I Want to Be a Travel Agent page, right? Here, people ask me how I travel so much. I love being a travel agent. Blah, 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 blah. Our regional event was amazing. I had the honor of representing the opportunity to others as well as continuing my education. More on Orlando will be posted in my Traveling with Tasha page. Go there to see all the fun things I found out in Orlando. But also, if you want to be a travel agent, here's that page. I try to dual purpose things. Okay. You may be asking, didn't you just get off a cruise? Sure did. I love it. I go on 2 to 3 a year. If you want to know more about cruising or to book your own, be sure to follow my business page. Sometimes I'll also do things. Why are you not loading? Oh, we already talked about comments, but sometimes I'll also do things on my page like I will share. Oh, I don't want to do that. I will I will share directly from my business page. Now I'm logged in as me on my personal page. I go to my business page. So let's say, let me find one I want to share. Those I did not post. So if I wanted to share something from here that I posted, oops, go back. Why'd you go that way? I just click the share button. I don't post everything from here. But so let's say I want to share this. I just click, it's going to go on my main profile. Want to know tips and tricks about making airport easier? Follow my business page or TikTok to learn more. Now I share it. Now, if I go to my main profile, here it is. This was just like a teaser video. Like I didn't give them any tips, but I'm like, hey, follow for more. My business page is linked. They can click right here to go to my business page. Then we get more followers. Okay. You can also on your business page click these 3 dots, invite friends. I do this it's been a while since I've done it, but you can do this every few days. I have 314 people that have not been invited to this. Select all. You can invite up to 1,000 a day. Invite. Just invited 344 people to follow my page. The more people that see our things, the more people can book travel with us. We already talked about this. Oh, super important that we respond or react to any comments on our posts. At the minimum, an emoji. Maximum, also comment. All right? Because they want back and forth reactions and communication. Social media wants you to be social. They don't want you to ignore people's comments because then they say, oh, she doesn't think it's important. We're not going to show it to her. We're not going to show more people her stuff because she doesn't care if they respond or not. We can use Instagram. My Instagram is linked to my Facebook business page. It's great for hashtags, reels, stories. LinkedIn is also a social media. When I make a travel ad, I always put it on my LinkedIn. There's also groups on LinkedIn about travel. You can join groups the same way. It doesn't have the same limitations on how many you can join, and you can post in them. TikTok. We have recently been really growing our TikTok. Now, I don't do TikTok on my computer, but I can bring it up to show you. I will tell you, I did not start really building my TikTok until beginning of July. That's when I really started doing TikTok. I'm up to 3,811 followers. Your When you start TikTok, your first goal is 1,000 followers because then you can put a link. We want a link because now somebody can contact me. I put my Popple in there so that they can save my contact information. They can also give me their contact information. Popple is just a digital business card. You could have something here that's a client inquiry request, client quote request form. Okay. I do pin some to the top. Um, as I said, I've been posting 3 a day. I gotta still do 2 today. I didn't have any drafts ready. It's been it's been a rough week. But I've been doing a lot of talking right to the camera, but you don't have to talk right to the camera. Okay? I use templates in TikTok. Here's what this was a TikTok template. Look at this. Oops. It really just says there's nothing like ocean views. Hey, if you want to see this view, get in contact with me and we can book you a trip. We want a hook, something that's going to draw people in the first 3 seconds. People have short attention spans. We want a hook. We want some good information and we want a call to action. Any marketing you should have something that draws them in, information, and then something you want them to do. Whether it's call me, drop a keyword, follow my page, whatever it is, we want to ask them to do something. Now, some of this is not marketing. A lot of it is. All right. Now, I batch record things. I need to do a whole bunch this weekend because I don't have any right now. I typically batch record. I will sit and do a whole bunch of TikToks, put them in my drafts. Then I have multiple to be able to post every day. I work a full-time job. I can't make content every day. So I'll do an hour on Saturday, an hour on Sunday, and then I've got a whole bunch of things in my drafts. You never know what people are going to react to. So just put it out there. It doesn't matter. This one has almost 11,000 views. This is my best performing video ever. And I think it was the hook.
You're missing out on freebies on board. From shows to room service, late night snacks, there's tons of things that are included in your cruise fare that people just don't realize. And as a cruise expert, that's where I come in. I can make sure that you maximize your trip and get everything that you paid for. Hit that follow button for more tips on cruising, traveling smarter, and with a lot less stress.
And all of my series about things are traveling smarter and with a lot less stress. That's like my tagline. Follow me. I got a good amount. I got people messaging me. I got people commenting, right? So we do want to respond to things when people comment. It's important. But like, I don't know why that one took off more than other ones. Most of mine are in, anywhere from the 300 to 900 range. Not all of them, but I've been doing a lot of talking to the camera. I've been, sometimes I just post some things. I never come on here right now though and don't have notifications. I'm still getting notifications, right? It's important to put captions. It's really important to put captions when you speak or when you do a voiceover. Tons of people watch TikTok without the sound on. They're scrolling, and if they don't know what you're saying because you didn't put captions, they're going to scroll right by. Okay? Also, they're going to give your material to people that watch the same way you do. So if you're somebody who's on TikTok and you like watch only the first few seconds and you scroll, those are the people they're going to show your stuff to. You want to be the kind of viewer that you want. Little trick. on TikTok, if you're watching something,
Same time. Because sometimes I just want to go on.
and let me just turn my sound off.
Scroll, just wake up.
And you're like, oh, I really want to be able to watch it, but it's kind of long. If you just hold the screen, oh, that one's not gonna do it.
It's maybe one money. It's my favorite one.
It speeds it up.
I guess it's not. I guess it's not.
So you can get through the whole thing, even if you don't care what this person's talking about. Be like, oh, I did watch the whole thing before I clicked that I liked it, or something like that. You can just hold the screen down, it'll speed it up. So those longer videos, you can still watch the whole thing. Okay. But actually using the app helps them push your stuff out to people. And I think we talked about this the other night. It might have been yesterday. I don't know what day it is. Um, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just start putting stuff out there. Just do it. I do use ChatGPT. Um, where is it? Post description request. Look at this. I literally asked it, give me, where's my prompt? Give me, oh, that's more posts. I train my AI. You got to train it. I asked it to give me a series of posts. Give me a series of quick travel tips, posts all with great hooks and calls to action. I want to post 3 times a day and want to increase engagement and visibility. Include scripts, post description with 5 hashtags each, and make them great for SEO, which is search engine optimization. Once I got through all of those, it asked me, would you like to make a week 2 batch specific for holiday travel? I haven't done the holiday travel ones yet because I was like, ooh, I don't want to post holiday yet, but they're all here for me to do because I'm going to start posting holiday like in a week and a half. But like, yes, I want you to give me give me more posts like these about traveling smarter with a lot less stress. I do want to do 3 posts a day. Maybe I should do several days focusing on each of my specialties. Cruises, Disney, all-inclusives, allergy-safe travel. It gave me 3 days, 3 posts a day for each of those topics. Okay. Yeah, Janine said, I did my first TikTok today. I didn't like it, but I did it. Now that I have, the fear is less. You can work on making it better. Then what I do, TikTok, when you post, it downloads the video it saves it in your photos on your phone. Now I can go to Instagram and post the same video that then also posts on my Facebook business page. Different videos do well on TikTok than on Instagram. So I post them both places. Okay? We want to utilize as many things as we can. If you're super overwhelmed by the thought of social media, do what you can, but don't ignore it. I know we're at the hour, but we got to talk about offline. I told you there's a lot to marketing. There's no way I can get it into an hour. I apologize. Offline and local marketing. We also want to use traditional offline marketing techniques for the most exposure. Right? We can expand our community offline, whether it be direct to us or a little further out. Yes, we can use business cards, whether they be digital or physical business cards. Please, please make sure if you're getting physical business cards, do not buy them until you've shown your mentor a picture of them. There are legal requirements that we have to have on there. We can find those legal requirements in the Travel Cafe. We go to Media Library, New Agent Quick Start business cards, business cards requirements. I'm in the USA, I need English. We need all of this is required. Your personal business name and branding, so you got to do that first. We do have to have an Archer Travel affiliate logo. We work under their license. We do have to have all four of these states listed. They are states that require those license numbers be shown. We are licensed in the entire United States, but those four have to be shown. Sometimes I've heard people say, oh, well, I don't live in those states, so I didn't put it on. No, they have to be on there. You can also have the Evolution logo, but you don't have to. These are downloadable logos. These are an old version of my business card, but let me stop share for a second so I can show. The front of my card, all about me, right? License. See, there's my colors again. There's my brand. Oh, look, it's traveling with Tasha. No questions asked. Right? Now that it's just a different like shade of purple. Now, I do have the Archer logo there, but it's pretty little, right? Doesn't have to be front and center. All of my license numbers are on the back. Now, my QR code goes to my Facebook business page. You can make it go to whatever you want. I do a QR code because there's places that I can leave like a business card on a bulletin board. Coffee shops, restaurants. They have bulletin boards for business cards, but you can't leave like a stack of business cards. So I put it on with the QR code showing so people can scan it and get my info. Okay. However, I do things with my business cards like there is a local business that is an allergy friendly bakery that I go to and I support their local business. They have my cards there because I specialize in food allergy travel. My mentor, Michaela, is a destination weddings and honeymoon specialist. She has connections with local businesses like catering companies, florists, where brides would go, wedding venues. They allow her to put her business cards there. You just have to make those connections. I also typically always have business cards with me, but I do use Popl, Popl, which is a digital business card. You don't need there are, like you can get a keychain, you can get this, but you know what I have? Big old QR code. That's all I got. You don't need something besides that. You don't have to pay for anything. Completely free. Now, if I have some other features on there, so it's a little bit, I pay a small amount, but you can get a keychain, you can get a thing, but I got it right on my screen. I'm never without my phone. Even when I am in another country on a cruise, on an excursion, I got my phone. Even if I didn't bring business cards off the ship, people can scan this, connect right with me. I'm in a hotel and I went down to the lobby for, a soda at night. I'm not a huge drinker, but maybe you are. Went down for a soda at night. I'm talking about being a travel agent. Somebody's like, oh, you have a card? Sure do. Here you go. Get my info. I'm never not able to give my info to somebody. No one knows you're a travel agent. They can't book travel with you. When you're traveling, you can get clients. Now, you do have to be careful about am I showing my screen? Okay. It just doesn't have the green thing around my screen, so I got nervous. And sometimes I forget to click share. All right. Whenever you travel, talk about the fact that you're a travel agent. Airports. Now, you have to be careful when you're on something like a cruise or you can't solicit people, but if they ask you, like, oh, this is my third cruise this year. Your third cruise? How do you take so many cruises? They've now opened the door for me to say I'm a travel agent. I didn't go around saying, hey, who needs a travel agent? I'm not on the ship leaving business cards on people's doors or a hotel. You can't do that. But you can talk about it and it comes up. We can get free collateral from our vendors and suppliers. Free materials. My desk is a disaster and I can't find anything. But I had I can't get it right now. They will send you beautiful things that you can use to distribute places. Now, I've had agents in the past, they couldn't afford business cards. They went to the dollar store and got those little white label stickers, hand wrote their information. Put it on the collateral, put it out in places that businesses allowed them to. Went to they were allowed to get a free space at the farmers market. Talk about their business. Again, we don't have to spend money to make money. Do not spend money till you're making money. You can go to vendor events. Most of these are not free, but some of them are very low cost. Now, something like a bridal show is going to be a high ticket vendor event. You know what season it is right now? Craft fairs. And some of these craft fairs allow local businesses there as well to advertise your business. People are going to craft fairs to prepare for the holidays. I've done that before. I do something where I collect information to make a mailing list, email list. Okay. We do have, and maybe Michaela will do this soon. She does a whole great training on how to prepare for vendor events. You might have a local newspaper. Now, I know that sounds really, really old fashioned, but a lot of these local newspapers also put them online. I have in the town I work in, not the town I live in, they have like it's just a town paper and it's free. They'll put stuff in there for you for free. All right. And you can get your name out there. Now, this is not free. Charity sponsorships. I have in the past sponsored a hole in a charity golf tournament. Now it was to support the like the booster club in the school system for the athletics. And what they did last year with that, it did cost me $200, but I had like a thing, like I sponsored a hole, like at that hole, my information, and they put my QR code on there. And every business that supported that last year, they had a giant banner at every one of their home sports venues, at the football field, at the track, at the ice skate, the hockey rink. They have swim team, a pool, the basketball. Every single one of them had a big banner with every business that supported their booster club. Casey just said she sponsors her nephew's baseball team. There are ways to do this that, you know, it might be a lot, it might not be. I've done it for other things as well. I've also been reached out to. I have, and I negotiated the price. The price they told me, I was like, I'm sorry, that's not in my advertising budget. And they lowered it. They were like, well, what if we could give it to you for this? There's it's a little magazine. I forget if it's Local Source or something that they send to the country clubs and golf courses. It's in all the local ones in my whole county. And they only allow one person from each type of business. So I'm the only travel agent in there. I'm their recommended travel agent. All right. There's different ways we can do that. All right. Good old fashioned letter writing. You can write letters to local businesses, school departments, community groups, colleges. Find out who the local scout groups are. Maybe you contact like the local council of the scouts. Hey, if they're doing any trips, I can help arrange it. Here's what I can provide. Christmas is coming up. A couple of years ago, Lynette, who's one of our leaders, she sent out 50 Christmas cards to local churches with a letter inside and her business cards. They're going to open a Christmas card. Churches have groups that travel for community service, for social outings. There's tons of groups within your local community that you can reach out to. You can write to local businesses offering travel services. We can think outside the box. Casey just said candygrams for the teachers at school. Now, I know we just passed Halloween, but a lot of people will do like a little goodie bag and put their business card in there. You can do candy canes. Why not? Why not get candy canes for Christmas? Poke a little hole in your business card, tie it on the candy cane, hang it on people's doorknobs. Sometimes we have to think outside the box to let people know. Again, don't spend much money if you can't. If you've got a little money to do so, absolutely you can. You can get your logo and you could get a magnet for your car. Guess what? Your car just became a tax write-off because you're advertising your business with it. Now, I don't know if it's the whole car. You would have to talk to your tax professional about that. But now you're using your car as a business asset, right? Somebody said they have like it's not a magnet, but it's like a vinyl you can put, right? Yeah,
You can do magnets too, magnets
You-
for your car.
you
that
can do
come right
magnets,
off.
but they also have like a decal they can put on the window that comes off, you know? Um, if you're somebody who's been booking sandals, they will wrap your car. Now there's some requirements, but there's people who have car wraps. There's lots and lots of ways to get the word out there about your business. One of the biggest things is to talk about it. Use every avenue you have available to you. These are my like tips near the end. You have to be consistent. When we talk about posting on social media, you really do have to post every day. And it doesn't take a long time. Just post something. Now, the other thing we didn't really talk about is you can post on your main profile, and it can be about getting clients, but it's more towards the team building side. You can post about the business. Hey, one great thing you can do is, oh, just booked. I just booked or just quoted. You don't have to, it could be a mock booking. Hey, just quoted this trip. Just quoted, told this to a client. Maybe they didn't book yet. Showing people that you're working as an agent. Hey, look at this great. If you go to events where you're learning things, oh, just went to this local event about this, and I love the information I learned to help my clients. Oh, they care about becoming a better agent and helping me better. Wins, reasons you love being an agent. Ask your clients if they can send you pictures that you can use on your social media from the trip you booked for them. Ask your clients for reviews on your Facebook business page, on your Google page, wherever they want to give you a review. Reviews are big, but you got to be consistent in your posting. And no matter how you're feeling, take the 10 minutes to do something on social media every day. Because if you don't post for 3 days, the next time you open up Facebook, you're going to see stuff from 3 days ago. You're not going to see the most recent, and they're not going to push your stuff out as much. Please remember, this is not an immediate process. Sometimes people get so caught up in, well, I've been here a whole week and I haven't booked anything. Okay. It's not necessarily going to happen overnight. And don't compare yourself to others. Some people come in and they already have people ready to book travel. They already have their own trips they want to book. They didn't have to market to get them. Most people who book immediately didn't market to get those clients. So please give yourself grace. And honestly, I would tell you, if somebody told you you're going to get rich overnight, get rich quick, run away. You're building a business. It does take some time. But I promise you, if you do the things we're telling you to, and you ask for help when you're struggling and you don't know why something's not working, you're going to get help and you're going to be successful. Marketing is significantly easier than I ever thought it was going to be. I knew nothing about marketing when I started this 3.5 years ago. And now I'm training on it, right? We got to engage online and offline with people. Build your community, your circle, your network, so that when somebody does need an agent, they already feel like they know you and trust you. That's who they want to work with. People they feel like they know, they like, and they trust. Oh, that's Casey, the mom who gives me all the tips about potty training in the toddler group. I just asked if anyone knew about a travel agent who can help me travel with little kids, and she said she's a travel agent. She's got little kids. I know she can help me. They already feel like they know Casey, right? Build that community of people. Sometimes we got to think outside the box. What do we think is going to attract people? What do we think is going to show them that we can help them solve their problems or concerns with traveling? What are some creative ways I can get my name out there? You're going to hear this all the time. Don't be a secret agent. Secret agents are for spies. Secret agents, nobody knows what they're doing. Nobody knows what you're doing. Nobody's going to come to you for business. Don't be ashamed that you're now doing something like this. Oh, what are people going to think of me? Who cares what they think of you? It's your business, not theirs. Don't take advice from people who've never been in this business. Oh, you're not making any progress. You're not this, you're not that. I'm going to look at what you're doing and I'm going to say, you might feel like you're not making any progress, but this is what I see you're doing. And I know this is going to pay off because I've done it myself and I've seen a lot of people make that happen for themselves. Don't listen to people who question what you're doing that have never done this themselves. Right? You'll also hear copy the right cat. I don't care if you copy my ads. Just make them a little your own. Don't post it with my phone number because I'm going to think they saw my ad. Change it to your phone number. Change it to your name. Right? We don't care if you copy us. Now, if we're using words that are personal to our experience, change it. But trust the people who are doing it and being successful. Look at my TikTok, look at my social media and be like, okay, what is she doing and she's getting engagement about? How can I make that myself? Because I mean, obviously you can't take my video and copy that, but of my face. With that being said, do not share directly from somebody else's page. I don't mean don't use it. If you see something on my Facebook business page, don't click share from Traveling with Tasha. You've now linked them back to me. Copy and paste it, make it your own, and post it as you. Because I don't want to accidentally take clients because you posted it. You're already doing this one. Attend trainings and ask for help. If you think you're doing everything we've taught and you're not getting any traction, reach out to your mentor, your gold or your platinum. Ask them to do like, hey, can you do an audit? Essentially an audit what I'm doing. Be ready for constructive feedback. And take the feedback and implement it. Don't take things personally if you feel like we're being critical. That's not what we're doing. Anytime any of us give you feedback, it's because we care about helping you do better. It's not a judgment. Sometimes people are afraid to ask for help because they feel like they're being judged for not doing it right. If you never ask for help, you can't improve it. Okay? It's okay to need help. Asking for help is a sign of strength because you care about doing well. It is not a sign of weakness. And that's a huge thing that a lot of new agents have to get over. We're not your boss. We're not going to tell you what to do, but we will guide you when you ask for it. I promise. Everyone here wants to help you. All right? But you have to put the work in. You have to be asking for that help. I'm going to stop the recording.